My dear Indians, a very happy 80th Independence Day. The day to remember, the day to cherish, the day to ponder on. So, how far we have come. For a moment, let's all keep all our books aside, everything aside. So, just only focus on the day of 15th August 1947. So, when India became politically free, but with many challenges in hand, like illiteracy, poverty, malnutrition, whatnot, agriculture, food scarcity. There is no economic viability. So, talking about all these aspects. So, let us look at how far we have come. So, how many different milestones we have crossed. So, when we became independent, when we achieved independence, so various newspapers, international newspapers, so which believed that India would not survive as a democratic nation. So, India would be turned into several small pieces. Okay, so and directly few different prominent persons stated that India would be remained as half naked beggars and cattle will be roaming on the roads. So this was a statement given by various eminent personalities on the day we received our independence. But today, those people who looked at us with uncertainty, with hopelessness, with mm, anxiety to look at how we will do. But today, they are looking at us with hope, with future, with lot of hope, with lot of respect. They are approaching us for help. They are approaching us for partnerships. And our journey in these 80 decades, 80 long years, it takes hell lot of time to discuss. So, but keeping aside all the technical aspects, let's just have an overview, just have a look at how far we have come to transform ourselves, to transform our nation. Okay, so when we celebrate our 80th Independence Day, so we will have a glance on various different sectors and where we have come. So let me state you, there was a day, even today, we when we look at the pictures, so bullock cart was used to transport rocket in our country, isn't it? So let me tell you a simple tagline: from shackles to sky, from scarcity to strength. So similarly, from bullock carts to rocket launch pads, isn't it? Have you not done that? From bullock carts to rocket launch pads, from dependence on foreign satellites to becoming the launch of partner of the world. So nearly 108 satellites of different countries were sent from our motherland using PSLV C-37. So from dreaming of the moon to landing where no nation ever has entered, that is with the success of Chandrayaan 3. So it became the first mission to land on lunar's south pole, giving the world the space to explore more on the south pole where water prominently might be present in Chandrayaan 3 southern pole. So we became the torch bearer for entire world. So when we started with just a simple bullock cart, but now today the world is looking at us with lot of hope. Yes, isn't it? Next, then coming to Navik, initially when we were having India and Pakistan war, so when we seek the help of US vehemently denied helping us. In response to that, we started building our own navigation system. Isn't it? Will it be the greatest achievement of us? Yes, so we not only targeted moon, we targeted sun, we targeted Mars, we targeted so sending robots to space, to spending human missions to space. Yes, Gaganyaan program. So what not? in every sphere of space technology, we are actually moving forward, came forward, and explored the each and every corner and standing as an example to entire world. So next, another important aspect is defense and security. So initially, we were importing arms, and now from importing arms to exporting arms, isn't it? So BrahMos missile, do you know the story of BrahMos? We started exporting BrahMos to Philippines. Okay, so from a newly born nation with the borrowed weapons, we were borrowing several weapons for self-reliant defense power. From vulnerable frontiers to fortified high altitude strength. So this just sums up how far we have come with respect to defense and security. So we have advanced in Agni missile system, Agni missile program, Tejas light combat aircraft, which is indigenously designed and manufactured multi-role fighter jet. INS Vikrant, first indigenous built aircraft carrier, isn't it? Is it not the success of us? DRDO missiles, several DRDO missiles, including Akash, BrahMos missile. We know the extensive successive story of BrahMos missile. Then precision counter-terror operations, Make in India, defense projects, it has a remarkable chapter in the success story of our country. The strategic border management of our country. Next, women are becoming part of armed forces. So, as Swami Vivekananda said, so we cannot progress as a nation when half section of our society are left behind. So, we today as a nation are not leaving anybody in any sphere, in any walk of life, in any sphere of life. We are holding our hands together with everybody and moving forward. Next, moving forward, we have to talk about economy as well as infrastructure. Now, we are surpassing several high-end economic countries and becoming the world's largest economies. Okay, so world's largest economies. So let me sum up that from ration queues to global rankings. So when we became independent, so our food security was very less. Very less. We were like foot to mouth on basis of that. So but now we transformed it from ration queues to global rankings. So we are supplying several different infrastructure to other countries, from struggling post-colonial economy to one of the world's largest economy, from bullock cart roads to bullet train corridors. Yes, so the success can be summed up by showing the Statue of Unity, which is the world's tallest, which is honoring our Sardar Vallabhai Patel, who integrated our India. Yes, another story, another success story is Jan Dhan Yojana. According to United Nations population report, which states that just on the basis of Jan Dhan Yojana, India lifted 220 million people out of poverty. 220 million people out of poverty. So how can there be any other? Can any other example surplus this? Isn't it? So the success is again stepping forward. Next, we have built the success story of Delhi Mumbai Expressway, then high speed rail project, GST implementation, metro rail expansion, express network growth amongst, and these all puts us amongst the world's largest economies. World's one of the world's largest economies. Yes, isn't it? This shows us that from ration queues to global rankings. Okay, so now we have become the front runners, we have become the top achievers. So, what not, everything. So, all this is because of our forefathers who just bowed down, bowed their head to work for our nation building. To work for our nation building, they gave up their youth, they gave up everything they could to build a sustainable, better future for us. Okay, to talk about our achievements on 80th anniversary of our Independence Day. So next, moving forward, So when we look at digital India and technologies, so the world is watching it with hope, with lot of hope, with a lot of aspiration that our digital India has been such a massive success. So especially about UPI, Unified Payment Inference, so which is the world's largest real-time digital payment system, which is used by millions, and it is surprising the world today. It is surprising the world today. So even the success of Aadhaar, it is the world's largest biometric digital identity system. So then next again, Digital India Mission. It is a wide-scale expansion of internet access and e-governance services. CoWIN platform. See, the success of how India has overcome COVID is a very big story, actually. So, it is because of one such platform which helped us a lot, that is COVID platform, which was indigenously built that powered the world's largest vaccination drive. So, in the entire world, so we have become the world's largest vaccination drive with the help of COVID platform. Okay, so next, thriving startup ecosystems. We have given space for several startup ecosystems. Next, IT and software companies. We have become the hub of IT and software companies, and there are several IT cities. There are several Silicon Valley cities. Next, we have come up with semiconductor mission. Rapid 5G rollout has been done, which is one of the fastest nationwide 5G network which is rolled out in the world. So this is the transformation which we have seen, which we have witnessed. So which our pulse, which our day-to-day action has witnessed the transformation we have done in the digital India and technology. Digital India as well as technology. Next, moving forward. So what we have is from epidemics to immunity, from illness to insurance, from epidemics to immunity, from illness to insurance. See, from a nation once crippled by polio, we have become polio free certified India. Polio free certified India. From open defecation to Swachh Bharat, from disease to Aishman Bharat, and also we have expanded our aims, we have extensively expanded our aims. So we became the pharmacy of the world. During COVID, we should not forget the story of hydrochloroquines. Yes, do you all remember hydrochloroquines? The success of it should not be remembered, should not be forgotten. So, India recognized globally as a leading hub of vaccine and drug manufacturing. So, the success of Ujjwala Yojana, the success of Jan Ashadi Kendras, Swachh Bharat Mission, polio free certification, Aishman Bharat, COVID 19 vaccination drive. So, earlier when we became independent, only and only medical services was accessible to only 5% of the population. But today, each and every person, more than 95% people have access to hospitals, access to healthcare centers. So, access to healthcare centers is the remarkable achievement with respect to health as well as with respect to health and welfare. So, there is a famous Gandhiji quotation which states that health is the real wealth. So, when we protect the health of our nation, when we protect the health of our people, it eventually protects the health of our nation. So, if our nation is healthy, we will be prosperous, we will be disease free, so we will be having a happy healthy mind. So that is why our forefathers worked on giving us a very good health and welfare ecosystem. Next, moving forward, so let me tell you with respect to education and skill development. When we gained independence, our literacy rate was just mere 6 percentage, with just mere 6 percentage. That was not an important criteria for our forefathers to be afraid of. So they just bowed their head. They started working on to just reverse it. Next, now looking forward, after 8 decades, today we have revised it. Sorry, we have rewritten it. Yes, so which means only 6 percentage now are not able to read and write. So keeping aside the statistical numbers, just we are assuming that accessible education has been the reality in our country. Yes, so from mere 6% to approximately, according to last data, 72 or 75 percentage. Okay, so flum literacy struggles. So we were struggling actually to have a good literacy to learning superpower. So we have become a learning superpower. Next, and also from village chalkboards to global classrooms. So we are digitalizing our classrooms from gender gaps in schools to Beti Bachao and Beti Padhao. So Beti Bachao as well as Beti Padhao. Clear? So, and we have skilled n number of Indians. So, our IITs and our IIMs have produced most of the CEOs of most of the IT companies. Yes, so we have a footprint in various different IT companies as CEOs. They are taking our name to various parts of the world, and literacy rate has been rising. Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao, and the success of midday meal scheme. Have you heard that? Have you heard midday meal scheme was extensively studied by the country which ruled us for 200 years. Okay, and they started implementing our program there. That is midday meal scheme, none other than UK. So UK just recently learned 1 year back. It learned how the midday meal scheme in India is functioning, and it started the program over there. See, now we are teaching lessons to the country which stated that we will not survive, which stated that democracy, the people of India will not survive. And now they are taking lessons from us, and this is the success story, isn't it? Yes, absolutely. I believe that this is a success story when somebody who state that it is not possible to you, and later they come back to us to learn a good lesson from us. This nothing can be a much success story than this. Yes. So next, moving forward from vanishing forest to a green future. So we are building a green future from fossil dependence to solar alliance. So where we are leading. So initially International Solar Alliance was found by us, isn't it? And the global platform, global countries recognized and came forward to be the part of International Solar Alliance, which is again another success story. Yes. So and again, we are amongst the world's largest installed renewable energy capacities. And the successful conservation of Project Tiger growing India's wild tiger population. Next again, rising forest cover. According to forest report, state of forest report, every year there is an increase in the forest cover where we are improving our ecosystem, where we are improving our environment. So let us talk about National Clean Air Program, Ganga Mission, electric vehicle push, green hydrogen mission. All these are in a clear cut alignment that our success is also aligned with our environment with focus on renewable energy. With focus on renewable energy. So when we are preserving tigers, let me simply put forth that. So from declining tiger numbers to a roaring project tiger revival. Isn't it? Isn't it? Yes. So next, another important aspect we have to talk about is agriculture and rural development. So, which reminds me of an important quote which is said by Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru that anything can wait, but agriculture cannot wait. Your defense program can wait, your education can wait, but agriculture cannot wait. So, because at the end of the day, it is a stomach which you have to fill, which you have to feed. Okay, so to feed your stomach, there has to be proper agriculture in our country. So here, let me sum up with respect to agriculture and rural development from poverty to plenty, from scarcity to self-sufficiency, from poverty. So from where did we come? From poverty to plenty. Now we have plenty of food resources in our country, plenty of accessibility to various food resources in our country. Next, from scarcity from scarcity to self sufficiency. Yes, from poverty to plenty, from scarcity to self sufficiency. So, this is the tagline for our agriculture and rural development. So, when we talk about agriculture, the very first thing we have to remember is grain revolution and its legacy, what it all happened, all those technical aspects, white revolution, PM Kisan scheme, food record, grain production, near universal rural electrification, rural roads, Manrega, growth in organic farming. So, every different aspect, every different scheme is taking us to a more sustainable agriculture, sustainable rural development, including everybody in the process of development. Next, moving forward. So, when we talk about sports as well as culture, so we became from participation to podiums. So, this is a tagline which I would state that. So, from participation, from mere participation to podiums, from watching the world play to India winning on the world stage, from a single Olympic medal to our best ever medal tally. Okay, so we know the success story of Neeraj Chopra, his javelin throw, his gold medal at the Olympics. Next, we see how many different World Cup we have won with regard to cricket. And next, the rise of champions chess. Probably we can call this decade as a decade of chess because there are several medals with respect to international games in the aspects of chess. Next, we have a growing UNESCO heritage list. So recently, India received uh, one at first UNESCO heritage site where it is located. That all let me know in the comment section. I already discussed in the short video. Okay, next. So our yoga has been a global reach. So where internationally Yoga Day is celebrated. Okay, so which means we are taking our culture to various parts of our world. So using sports as well as culture. Next, India's cinema soft power. We know example Bahubali. So how entire world celebrated Bahubali and Kelo India program where it is nationwide. You are nurturing the grassroots sporting talent at a larger scale. So space, sports and culture has actually taken us from mere watchers, from mere participants to winners and bringing the laurels to our country and flying the national flag. So let me remember Major Dhyan Chand. So he was actually um, a hockey player. So his birthday is celebrated as National Sports Day. You know that. So he actually wanted to fly national flag whenever our team wins in the international play. So, but it wasn't allowed because we are under the British rule. So whereby, so what he used to do is that he used to store that in his night dress and he used to take to other country to unfold the national flag. Yes, isn't it? So here, from those such stories to today, the medal tally is the success reminder of these 8 long decades. Next, moving forward, we have another important aspects with respect to global standing as well as diplomacy. From following the world leads to leading the world's table. So earlier we were following so various leaders, what are they aligned to and all. But today we are leading the world's table. So recently a newly independent voice to G20. So that can be actually G20 presidency can itself be stated as how we are globally standing and our diplomacy, what our diplomacy is about. Next, vaccine Maitri. India supplied vaccines to numerous partners nations during pandemic. Yes, that success can be remembered by each and every individual of of our country. Global acclaim for Chandrayaan, every international community, every international space organization applauded Chandrayaan. So, taking research articles from Chandrayaan, so studying from us, the countries which looked at us that it's not possible for you today are coming to us to have a better collaboration. So next again, major peacekeeping. We are the major peacekeeping contributors. We are the voice of Global South Summit, United Nations International Yoga Day. That itself shows how soft power we are using. The rising diaspora influence. So they, according to Ministry of External Affairs, there are nearly 13 million diaspora which are living outside our country. Yes. So and there we are taking our culture. Clear. So this is the global standing position and diplomacy where what we are holding today. So from receiving aid, we were actually receiving aid initially, to sending vaccines to different countries to save those countries' people. So through vaccine Maitri. So our friendship initially, um, how it was, and today how the vaccine friendship emerged. So this is the global standing as well as position, global stand and position of our country. So next, let me sum up all these. So out of 80 long years or 8 long decades, so we have seen 80 different milestones we have crossed, 80 different aspects we have studied, so covering various sectors. Okay, so now let me sum up. From freedom, so we have to build a future. So that is when we are looking forward for 2047. So when we have to look forward for 2047, so our dream should be, we should not be just mere spectators of the story. So we should not just be the watchers of the story, but we should be the authors of the story. So my dear Indians, I wish you all will be the authors of the future India, authors of 2047 India. So every decision you take, every dream you dream, so every plan you make will directly impact the growth of our country, will impact the happiness and well-being of your family. At the end of the day, all these families become our nation. So therefore, my dear Indians, so let us focus on how can we build our future India? How can we build our future India which is more sustainable, so which is more accessible, which is more poverty free, which is more happy, which is more healthier, so which is more conflict free. So let us as a citizen, let us as an Indians, so look forward for a bright future. The India of 2047, so where a developed India, a Viksit Bharat, will not be built by a chance, but it will be built by the dreams of you and me, by the dreams of every citizen who wake up every morning to just do something good for our nation. Okay, so today, as the tricolor rises once more, let us not rise, not just in the sky, let us rise in our resolve. Let us honor the 80 years behind us by working harder for 25 years ahead of us. The road to 2047, because the freedom of our forefathers won with sacrifice. The freedom the forefathers won with sacrifice, we must now win every single day with our discipline, with our dedication, and with our dreams. So, Jai Hind, Jai Bharat, Vande Mataram. So, have a dream to transform our country. Thank you so much.